worry, we'll handle it. So you guys are cool with having online classes, yeah? Okay. See, so I have Raj with me here. Darren is also here. Yu Cheng is also here. Okay. I know, right? Okay. So, okay. Right. So, welcome back after the confusion just now. Oh, God. Let me share my slides. Sorry. No. Um, for my registry, in my registry, I have 4 students only. So I'm not too sure if more people are coming in or how does it work. So we'll see maybe in week 2 or week 3. Maybe end of week 2, they're going to say something about this. Hopefully more people will be coming in and stuff. Huh? Okay. Right. Can I continue? Okay. So when is our online classes until the whole semester or until October? So what I was informed is that the whole semester, the whole 14 weeks will be online. I'm not too sure about you guys. That's why I was so shocked. And I just got to know that final exam, tests, even tests are all online. So you guys, I saw your registry, a lot of you guys are first year students. So last semester, have you experienced having online classes? No online classes? You don't have any online experiences? Yes. So you guys had your online experience? Yes. So it's basically your tests are all online as well. So you can take the test um, wherever you guys are. The last time was a foundation. Yes. So it's basically the same thing. But you guys have to be very, very careful and do not copy word by word from the internet. But it's lovely in the sense that it's an open book test. Oh, Yu Cheng is from Form 6. That's why Yu Cheng doesn't know that. So it's fine. So do not worry about it. I will be talking more about your test as we progress, so do not worry about it. Before that, can I ask, is your internet connection okay over there? Fair, okay. So please do let me know if you are experiencing some internet difficulty and stuff like that. I'm going to talk more about your attendance and how am I going to take your attendance to ensure fairness for students who have problems with internet connection and those who do not. So we're going to talk more about it if we can. So we're going to skip this because obviously I did this because I thought that you guys will be coming in as soon, but because we experienced those problems just now, we're going to skip this. Right. So, ladies and gentlemen, sorry, no ladies here, only me. So, gentlemen, welcome to Technical English. This is UCC 1101. My name is Wano Farah, and you can call me Miss Farah. I am your instructor for this course. Now, let me firstly show you some way around on your blackboard. What is the QR? No, it's fine. So just now I did a bit of activity for the QR because, just some activities, but it's fine. We don't have to do that because we don't have time. But I will try and do this until 4:45 something ish. Okay. All right. All right, so you guys are aware of Blackboard. Do you know Blackboard? You guys are aware of Blackboard, right? Okay. So this is your Blackboard. So if you search for your Blackboard now is August 2020. Sorry. So this is August 2020, and you would have different subjects that you have that semester or this semester. Now for this course, it's technical English. Now click on it. It's very simple. You guys can see this, right? Now, if you click on content page, you would see all of this. Yeah. So what I basically did is that I provided you guys with some gif of how your life will be over the online classes period. So the first week is going to be fun, fun, fun. You're going to be a bit of optimistic. So now you go and explore your Blackboard. Yeah. Yes, I'm a K-pop fan. Yes. Oh, what's do you have a question? Yu Chen? I'm a K-pop fan. Don't judge, Darren. Yu Chen, you can unmute your microphone if you have any question, or you can type it however you want to do. So, Yu Chen said that he took Moet before. Is it the same? So, Moet is when you need to get a Moet for in order for you to say that you can be in an education or in university in Malaysia. But for this course, it's a bit different in a sense that it's a bit more applicable for your future. So we will teach you how to write emails. We will teach you how to a bit more application on real life. Now, Moet is very exam oriented, but for this course, I'm going to teach you guys more business writing. Okay, good question, Yu Cheng. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna firstly go around Blackboard just so that you guys are a bit more aware on the Blackboard. So here we have welcome notes here. So in this welcome notes, you can see a bit of my profile here, and this is very, very important. Yeah. So this is extremely important. Need to write yes, a bit of essay. Okay. Right, so if you see here, I have given you weekly learning planner. Now, I would appreciate it if you can download this. If you have a printer, go print this and paste it near your, working space or your desk. This is important because for each week, I will tell you, okay, when is our class, what are the topics that we are going to cover, and what are the tasks that you have to complete that week. So if you're done, then you can sleep peacefully that week. Okay? So this is very, very important. Not only that, I also tell you when is your test is going to be and what are the things that are coming out in your test. Okay, so please do download this. Okay, download this, then you would know how your semester is going to be for this August 2020. So that it's a bit clear for you guys. Okay, I have given you the topics that I will be covering that week and also what are the activities that we're going to do that week as well. Okay, do you guys know where to find this? All right, so here, this is your Blackboard. Can you see your Blackboard? Okay, this is your Blackboard. Now, this is August 2020. Let me zoom it a little bit. Now, August 2020, click on UCC1101. Okay, and then you click on content. Yeah. Once you're done clicking on content, so as you can see here, there are a lot of things that I put here. So if you want to go and find our classes, you can click here. You can see our class on Monday and our class tomorrow. Oops, you can click on the link. Okay. And then I think I haven't updated you guys on these grammar exercises. Now, these are not compulsory. You don't have to do this. I won't check this as your homework, but this is good for your extra work. Okay, if you want to improve, or when you go for consultation and I say, oh, I noticed that you don't know how to differentiate between singular and plural. Please do activities or please do grammar exercises on this. So you can click on here, not now, but later I'm going to update this and then you can have an external link that can take you to different grammar exercises. Okay. Now, just now, I want you guys to go and find your weekly learning plan. It is under welcome notes here. Okay, this is your welcome notes. This is my bio, and this is where you can get this. Okay, all right. Okay. Are you clear on how to get the file? All good? Let me ask you a question. Okay, so can you answer this? Are you able to access your Blackboard by now? Good. So all three of you, yeah? Well done. Good. So so that is your Blackboard. I want you guys to go and explore this. As I mentioned, if you can, if you have a printer, please download this. If not, you want to save the earth, it's fine. You don't have to download this. But please do be aware on the things or the topics and even the assessments that we are going to do that week. Okay, so this weekly learning plan basically shows you what's going to happen throughout the semester, because I think because this is an online class, some of the students can feel a bit anxious, a bit, jittery feelings. You feel very stressed because you don't know what's coming out. So I give you this so that you guys can prepare in advance. Okay? All right. All right. Yes. Good. Well done. Okay. Now that is Blackboard. Please, after this class ends, you can go and explore more on your Blackboard. So if you have any trouble, if you don't know how to do it, you can ask in our WhatsApp group. Okay. So in today's class, what we're going to cover is that I want to tell you how you can contact me. I also want to talk to you about your online participation and attendance, which is very important because this is an online class. I'm going to tell you how you can get good marks as well. Okay, that will fall under assessment. And finally, I am going to introduce you to the first topic of the week, which is part of speech. It's going to be very easy, don't worry. So I would like to formally welcome you guys to UCC 1101. This is Technical English Classroom. Okay, this is August 2020. Welcome. Right. So because it's online classroom, I would appreciate it if you guys can have very open communication with me. So if you have any trouble with your Blackboard, you can ask in our group. If you have trouble, doing things, or if you need extra help or you want to have consultation one-to-one, all you have to do is WhatsApp me and then ask me if you can have a virtual session with me. Okay? I will try my best to help you. Now, firstly, I want to tell you how you can contact me via email. Now, that is me long time ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Okay, so my name is Wanur Wan Shamsuddin, and as you can see here that I'm a Miss. So there is a difference between Miss and Miss and also Mrs. Okay, So Miss here is somebody who is not married. Okay. Mrs. here is, somebody who is married. Now, Miss here is somebody who don't want to be labeled as married or not. So I'm in the middle. I don't want marriage to be defining me. Okay. So that is me. It's all the same pronunciation. Miss. Okay. So you can call me Miss Farah. I am from Kolal office, level 3. It's near the bridge. So you guys are now in campus. So if you guys are at the bridge from your hostel, my office is on the left. Okay. So if we were to meet face to face, you guys can come to my office and we can gossip. But unfortunately, I'm not on campus, so I cannot do that. Okay. No worries. It's fine. Okay, it's good to know, right? Okay. So first and foremost, I need to tell you guys this because it's very important. And this is something that I think a lot of students do not do. So the first thing when you want to email me, especially regarding if you want to schedule an appointment to see me, or if you have a question that you want to ask me, okay, so or sometimes students they have bad internet connection during the test itself, and they told me in an email, in a WhatsApp, which is good, very fast, but for security purposes, I also ask you guys to send me an email because I need to show to my boss if there is any, official black and white. So I need some email as well. How do you write email to me? Number one, always introduce yourself. Okay, so tell me, hello and good day, Miss Farah. My name is blah, blah, blah. I am from UCC1101, section 8, 8, 8A. Okay, I am writing to ask you about blah, 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 blah. Okay, so number one, always introduce yourself. Number two, write questions. Or why are you emailing me? Tell me. What do you want? Okay. So generally, please allow 24 to 48 hours for me to reply. Okay, so I will try my best to reply to your email within 24 hours. Okay, but in case if I miss your email, so for example, you sent me an email on, sorry, this is 24 to 48 hours of working days, yeah, so weekdays. So if you email me on a Saturday, I can only reply to you on Monday. Okay, so if you email me on Monday and then you do not receive any reply, maybe on Tuesday evening, please do email me again. Maybe I missed your email. Okay, I'm also a human being, so I might do some mistakes as well. Okay, so please allow 24 to 48 hours for me to reply. However, I will try my best to reply to your email within this 24 hours. Okay, so if I did not reply to your email more than 48 hours, you can WhatsApp me and ask, Miss, actually I sent you an email, blah, blah, blah. I might miss out your email, okay? So always try to use standard English, which is an academic English. By all means, try to avoid short forms. Try to avoid any informal expressions in your email. Okay, but you don't have to worry because in this section or in this subject itself, we will be looking into how to write good emails as well. Okay, so you don't have to worry. All right. So this is our WhatsApp group. If you haven't joined, which I know all of you guys have joined, so if you haven't joined, please join it. But you guys have joined it. One more person will be joining. Okay. Right, so some general rules for your WhatsApp group. Number one, keep it professional. Unless it's necessary, try to WhatsApp me during office time. But if you guys want to have a discussion there, feel free to do so. Okay, but I will not be replying. Okay, I will try my best to reply within this time. But if I have some extra time, for example, I don't have class at the time, or I finished something and I can reply to you, I try my best to reply to that. Okay. If you need to personal WhatsApp me, you know the drill, you know how to do it, but please try and remember to introduce yourself. So I'm teaching 5 different subjects this semester. So I might get confused you with another student as well. So in order for you to not make me confused, try and tell me your name, your subject, which is UCC 1101, and also your section, which is 8A. Okay, it's all in your timetable. Okay, right. All good. Okay, all good, guys. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you what is UCC 1101. Right. Throughout the semester, you will be learning different things. You will be overwhelmed definitely, because this is an online class and I need you guys to be motivated to do this. Okay, so if this were a face-to-face class, I can come to class, and if I see you sleeping, I can come to you and say, hey, wake up. But because this is an online class, I need you guys to do it for me. You need to be motivated. And as you can see, we only have 3, 4 students. Okay, not many students. So it's good. All right. What you guys will be learning this semester is, number one, you're going to learn parts of speech. You will also learn some grammar rules like subject verb agreement, tenses. You will learn some essays and writing for employment. This is something that is very unique. We will teach you how to write good emails for your future employment when you start working, how to write professionally. Okay, normally companies will come and invite lecturers and people like us to teach their staff how to write good emails. But you guys don't have to do that, because we offer this as part of your university requirement. Okay, we want you guys to be good, and once you guys are done, finish with your studies, you guys can immediately know how to write good emails. Okay, we also will be teaching you business writings. So what are business writing? That includes how to write good emails, how to write good letters. We have minutes. We have a lot of different things that that is very, very useful for your future employment. When you start working, you will know how to write minutes of meeting. You will know how to write good emails to your employers, to your colleagues, and even to academic staff. You also will be able to write good letters as well. Okay, so that is UCC 1101. Now, why is this important? Now, you might ask, why, Miss? I have taken MUAT. Why do I have to take this? Now, it's very, very important because, as you can see here, there are a lot of studies, or a lot of, it's the situation in Malaysia today that the employers are, talking to a lot of tertiary education and say and complain to us that their students, sorry, the people who graduated, they don't have good English. Okay, so employers are complaining to universities, saying that a lot of new graduates, they don't have good English. That is where we come in and we try to improve your English, but not in very academic setting. We don't just teach you how to write essay, but we also teach you a bit more application, a bit more, how to say it, authentic application, like writing good emails, writing good resumes, writing good cover letter, and all those things. Okay. So as you can see here, employers blame poor communication, language skills for unemployed graduates. So as you can see here, people are not good in English. That is why we need to improve our English communication. Okay, so a lot of the research, a lot of things are coming out from the perspective of employers, people who want to get you employed, the companies that you want to work for. Okay, now I want to tell you about how does these online classes go, the lectures and the course structure. Right. So every single week, you need to attend 2 hour class on Monday, which is today, and tomorrow another 1 hour at 12 to 1 p.m. It's going to be live, it's going to be online. So you go to your email or your Blackboard announcement, you would find the classes that we have to attend. Okay, and I will provide to you the link. As you can see here, every single week I will give you a to-do list for you to do that week. Okay, so here you have to attend 2 virtual classrooms. One is today and another one is on Tuesday, which is tomorrow at 12 to 1. Okay, so to enter it, I also give you a link for you to enter it. Okay. Right? Number two, you also have a Blackboard task. Not only you have to listen to me talk, you also have to complete a Blackboard task. And typically that Blackboard task, you would have 1 whole week to complete it. Now let's take a look at this week's Blackboard task. Now if you go to your Blackboard, click on content. Click on content here. Click on week 1. This one. Yeah. So this one. So as you can see here, I put here Blackboard task 1. Introduce yourself here. Include the following questions in your introduction. Write your name, write your hometown, where are you right now? So a lot of you guys are now in campus, so you might want to write, I'm in campus right now, miss. And I also want you to tell me one skill that you learned during this quarantine period. Now you have to complete this before this Friday. Once you're done, I want you to comment and read. So read your friend's post and then comment on their post before this Sunday. Okay, now let me try and do that with you together. Okay, so click here, click on reply. So, hello everyone. For example, my name is Sarah and I am your instructor today. So I can put my photo here. If you click on insert image, for instance, let's see if I can find a nice picture of me, if there is any. Ooh, there you go. That's me. No, that's not me. Okay, so you can insert your photo here and then you can basically go crazy. Tell me about yourself. Tell me one thing that you learned or one skill that you have mastered during this quarantine. Maybe you learned to play ukulele or you learned to play the piano or you learned to cook or you learned to do whatever. Okay, tell me here. All right. So then you click on submit. There you go. That's a lie. That's not me. Okay. Don't put your expectation too high. This is not me. Okay. So all you have to do is just click on reply and then answer to the questions. Okay, so that is your Blackboard task that you have to complete before Friday, and then you have to read your friends and then post on their comments on their post before this Sunday. Okay, all right, are you clear? Awesome. Hello, Wang Li Hong. Welcome. Awesome. All right, so that is it. So you have 2 live sessions every week, 1 Blackboard task. Now this is this consultation is not compulsory. If you want to schedule an appointment with me, I have set you a special time in my schedule just for this course. Okay, so if you feel like you don't understand what I'm saying in class and you need one-to-one session and you want to do that, we can have a different session on Friday, but you need to email me to schedule an appointment first. Okay? Awesome. All right. Okay, moving forward. Now, because this is online, so I need you to attend our virtual session every Monday and Tuesday. And then, if, for example, your class, we have class on Monday and maybe on Sunday, suddenly your Wi-Fi, Unify, or the Wi-Fi at the hostel is not working. All you have to do is just WhatsApp me and say, "Dear Miss Farah, my name is blah blah blah. I'm currently at Kampong and I don't have Wi-Fi. Can can I get an extension for this week?" So if you don't have any internet connection or maybe your laptop is not working, you need to tell me in advance so that I can give you 1 week to view the recording. So once you have viewed your recording, then only I am going to take your attendance. Clear? That is why, so I want to be fair for those people who do not have good internet connection, but you also need to try your best to come and attend during the live session class on Monday and Tuesday as well. Okay, but I will be flexible just in case if you don't have good internet connection, please do inform me, okay? And please complete the task before the due date. This is important because I can see how much did you contribute. Now here I can see everybody's name and I can see when was the last time that you come into or you open your Blackboard. Okay, and I also can see this is you. So this is Arvind. When I click on Arvind Raj, so I can see that this is his performance or his online presence. So he actually did very well. Okay, so he spent a lot of time assessing Blackboard. He interacted on Blackboard, and his time as compared to his friend is higher. Okay, so I can see every single thing on Blackboard. So I'm just showing this to you guys just to scare you so that you can contribute on Blackboard as well. All right. So this is yours, Darren, because this was taken, I think, was yesterday. So maybe you haven't opened your Blackboard yet. Okay, so this one, okay, FYI, guys, this is something only I can see. Okay, because I want to see how much you guys log into your Blackboard. Are you contributing or not? So everything that you guys do online, I can see it. Okay, this is not something that you guys can see, but only I can see. So please do contribute. Okay? Contribute online. All right. Awesome. Now, I want to talk about assessments because that is the most important thing because that will affect your grades, that will affect your CGPA, that will affect everything else. Okay? Now, how will you be graded for this course? In week 5, you will have your first test. To know more about your test, please do go to this weekly learning planner. Then you would know what are the things that are coming out in your test. Okay? I will talk more about your test before your test itself. So we shall do a revision session before you guys sit for your test. Don't worry, I will make sure that I do justice before I set you guys up for your test. Okay? See? Teacher, we need to comment. Yes, No, it's fine. Later. All right. So after Friday, you can start replying to your friends' comments. You need to read your friends' introduction, and then you can comment on your friends' introduction. Okay, so you can put some gif, you can be crazy on that, so it doesn't matter. Later. Okay? This one is due this Sunday. So you don't have to worry about it. Okay? In week 2, you will also have your second test, which is 15%. In week 13, you have your reflection or reflective essay that you have to submit to me. That is 10%. You also have group written report and also oral presentation. Now you guys have 4 students. Now I'm seeing 2. Okay, so I can have 2 groups. One group would have 2 people, but we might get more people coming in next week or so as well. Okay, so we're gonna wait for that. So report and also oral presentation, both are group work. So you need to work with your friends. Okay? And that is in total is 20%. You also have a final exam that is 40%. Do not worry, all of your tests and final exam are all online. I will teach you how to do it. Okay, as I mentioned, please do refer to your weekly plan for more details of your assessments. Okay, you can also know more about it if you click on content, click on course structure. Oh no, I forgot to put it there. Okay, so after this, I'm going to put a course structure and you guys can see what are the things that you will be learning this semester. But the whole learning plan is also enough for you. This one. Okay? All right. So these are some of the important things that you have to note. Number 1, attendance is taken during live session. So if you have internet connection, if you have trouble or problems with internet connection, please inform me via WhatsApp or email. Let me know, and then I'll give you 1 week for you to view the recordings. Okay, I will be able to see whether or not you view the recording. If you view the recording, then only I will be putting your attendance as present. Okay. Number 2, please do inform me if you have problems with your internet or if your laptop is broken, you do not have a laptop. This is very, very important, especially during your test and also final exam. All right. Okay. Awesome. Do you have any questions, guys? Any questions? All good? Awesome. We're gonna go for a short break now. It's only 5 minutes break. 8 minutes break. So come back here at 3:30. You can go and wash your face. You can do whatever you want. But I'm going to open my SpongeBob so that you guys can enjoy a bit of fun, a little bit. And then I will resume back and I'm going to talk about grammar. The first topic that we're going to talk about is part of speech. Okay, so I'm going to continue part of speech at 3:30. If you need to go and grab your coffee to do your coffee, go ahead and do it. Or if you need to scroll your Instagram, you can do so, or you can watch SpongeBob because I'm going to open SpongeBob. Okay, so we're going to have a break now. Wait. Okay. Okay. All right.
Thanks, Patrick. It's okay, Patrick. Spiraling over.
Just do what I do when I have problems. Scream! I'll help you. Okay, now. Say it. Say it.
I can't.
SpongeBob, you're never gonna feel better till you get this thing off your chest.
I know, Patrick.
Say it. Say it.
I'm ugly.
You're ugly and what?
Square?
No. Proud.
I'm ugly and I'm proud.
Good. Say it louder.
I'm ugly and I'm proud.
Louder.
I'm ugly and I'm proud.
Louder.
I'm ugly and I'm proud. I am ugly and I'm proud. I'm ugly and I'm proud.
Is that what he calls it?
That felt great. I feel empowered.
So what do you want to do now?
I don't know. How about a movie? Pardon me. Ugly sponge coming through.
Well, respect self-esteem.
Hi. I'm very ugly, but you should enjoy the movie anyway. Excuse me, sir. I hope my horrible ugliness won't be a distraction to you.
Not at all, boy!
Don't worry about him, SpongeBob. He's just a... SpongeBob. SpongeBob, what's wrong?
I can't do this, Patrick. I've tried, and I've tried, but I'm not always as confident as I look. Maybe I better just go back and hide.
What is wrong with you people? Afraid to look ugliness in the face? Well, here! Look at it! It's ugly, isn't it? You look at it!
Hello.
You look at it!
Hi.
Look at it! Look at it! Look at it! Look at it! I want all of you to look at it!
They all ran away, Patrick.
I bet there's no line at the snack bar. Hello? Hello? They must be on break.
Oh, wait, Patrick. I just remembered. I've got some of my peanut onion sundae we can share.
That looks great! Oh. I gotta go to the restroom. I'm out of soap. Could I borrow?
Stay back!
I just want some.
Here's my money. Take it and go away.
My hands aren't that dirty. Hey, do you guys want to hear a bathroom joke?
You trying to kill us?
Oh, that's ridiculous. This place.
That guy.
Oh! I caught the ugly!
Patrick, is everything okay in here? What are you doing in there, Patrick?
Wouldn't you like to know?
And why's that bag on your head?
Why? Oh, no reason. Except you gave me the ugly! Well, what am I gonna do? I can't go out looking like this!
Just remember what we talked about. There's power in pride.
That may be fine for you, but I was one of the beautiful people. Now look at me! I'm almost as ugly as you! And I always thought, if I was as ugly as that guy, I don't know what I would do.
Patrick.
What's my mom gonna say?
Patrick.
Oh my gosh, if my sister finds out. Oh wait, I don't have a sister. If the bank. Oh, I mean, it's one thing if you have bad shoes or even bad hair, but.
Patrick! You're not ugly. Your breath stinks. Really bad.
Oh, what a relief.
Ah, barnacles. Patrick, what did you eat?
Oh, some roast beef, some chicken, a pizza.
No, I mean just this morning.
Some roast beef, some chicken, a pizza.
What else?
Well, I had some of your sundae.
Sunday. Patrick, my Sunday gave us rancid breath.
What'd you mean?
I mean, we're not ugly. We just stink.
Stink?
We stink. 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 We stink.
welcome back. Okay, welcome back. Alright. So I have a question here. I want to ask, is it possible to return to the actual face-to-face class on October? Okay, so I am not too sure, Eugene or Yu Cheng. I'm actually not too sure how it's going to work, but I was informed that I will be teaching until the end of this semester. So I'm not too sure if there will be any changes on it. You might want to ask faculty about that. And right now, to be completely very honest, I'm not around campus as well. So I'm not too sure how does it work. But for the time being, what I was informed is that this class will be until end of the year or until the end of the semester lah. So I was actually, I think it's going to be very interesting as well. In a sense that let me just be completely very honest. Online classes is very hard to concentrate because you cannot see the person in front of you. You cannot see your teacher. And if you think that you are confused and things like that, I think it's going to be hard in that sense. I know, right? And I can feel you guys. And I know that it's very, very hard. But let me tell you, online classes is easy to score in a sense that a lot of the tests and assessments, especially tests, are all open book tests. So what's wonderful is that you don't have to memorize, but you have to understand. And I'm going to share you some tips on how you can score in your online tests and also exams. Okay, so if this were a face-to-face class, a lot of my students, they struggle because they have to memorize a lot of things. But because this is online, they don't have to memorize because all of the information are out there. But they will be challenged critically. So the questions that you will be getting in your test and also your final exam will not be the normal stuff that you will be or the normal things that you have to memorize and things like that. When we do your tests and assignments and also final exam, it's much more onto looking at your critical and creative thinking. Okay? So it's different in that sense because you don't have to memorize. But so if I can say completely very honest in terms of assessments, it's easier for you to pass. But in terms of classroom and concentration in class, it will be very, very hard. Okay, but I will try my best. I will try my best to make it easy for you guys. Okay, so if you need extra help, extra classes, or if you don't understand what we talk about in today's class, you want to have one-to-one session, we can do that. Okay, awesome. I totally understand what you guys are feeling right now. And I think it's the same thing for us teachers as well. Um, I personally feel like it's very tiring talking in front of my laptop. Normally, I would prefer having an interaction with my students, and I miss that as well. But hopefully, when everything is okay, we can see each other face to face. All right. So I really do apologize for these circumstances that we are in right now, and it's not the best of times. But I hope that both of us, teachers and also students, can all join effort for this. All right. So I'm gonna start. Okay, class now. Okay. So I will give you 1 minute, just literally 1 minute. I want you to take a piece of paper in front of you. If you have a paper, if you have a book, okay? Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Okay? So open your book, open your paper, and I want you to try and categorize, okay, these words into 8 different groups. Okay, so maybe you think that, oh, nilai and T can go together. Group it. You don't have to name what the names of the group. You can try and group it. Okay? Do it in 1 minute. Okay, I'm gonna open some music just so we can relax a little bit. Okay, try and do this. Let me open my songs first.
I know I fucked up, I'm just a loser. Shouldn't be with ya. Guess I'm a quitter while you're out there drinking. I'm just a thinking about where I should have been. I've been lonely. Water pouring down from the ceiling. I knew this would happen. Still hard to believe it. Maybe I'm dramatic. I don't wanna see me. I don't wanna panic. I'm a sad girl in this big world. It's a mad world. All of my friends know it's heaven. You're a bad thing. I know I fucked up. I'm just a loser. Shouldn't be with ya. Guess I'm a quitter while you're out there drinking. I'm just a thinking about where I should have been. I've been lonely. La la la, la 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 la, lonely. I'm a lonely bitch. La 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 la, la 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 la, lonely. Super lonely. Now I'm in the bathtub crying. Think I'm slowly sinking. Bubbles in my eyes now. Maybe I'm just dreaming. Now I'm in the sad club just trying to get out back up. I'm a sad girl in this big world. It's a mad world. All of my friends know it's heaven. You're a bad thing. I know I fucked up. I'm just a loser. Shouldn't be with ya. Guess I'm a quitter while you're out there drinking. I'm just a thinking about where I should have been. I've been lonely. La 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 la, la 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 la, lonely. I'm a lonely bitch. La 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 la, la 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 la, lonely. Super lonely.
Low romancing in its circuit. I'd be damned to try. I'm only dancing by myself, so I don't slam my Irish book. Compose the book of a penny. I can't stress this enough. I would hate to mess things up, but my boogie still stays restless as fuck.
I know I fucked up. I'm just a loser. Shouldn't be with ya. Guess I'm a quitter while you're out there drinking. I'm just a thinking about where I should have been. I've been lonely. Yeah. La 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 la, la 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 la, lonely. I'm a lonely bitch. La 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 la, la 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 la, lonely. Super lonely. I've been lonely. I've been lonely. I've been lonely by the way. La 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 la, la 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 la, I've been lonely.
Help me. It's like the walls are caving in. Sometimes I feel like giving up, but I just can't. It isn't in my blood. Laying on the bathroom floor, feeling nothing. I'm overwhelmed and insecure. Give me something.
So I have one answer from Eugene here. Very good. Well done, Eugene.
Just take her home and you'll feel
You don't have to make a sentence. Just try and group it. Yes. If you know it, then it's okay. If you don't know it, it's fine. You don't have to name it.
Help me.
Okay? Just try and group it.
Sometimes I feel like
Good job. Enjoy this song.
Someone help me. I'm crawling in my skin. Sometimes I feel like giving up, but I just
We were young, posters on the wall, praying we're the ones that the teacher wouldn't call. We would stare at each other, cause we were always in trouble. And all the cool kids did their own thing. I was on the outside, always looking in. Yeah, I was there, but I wasn't. They never really cared if I wasn't. We all need that someone who gets you like no one else, right when you need it the most. We all need a soul to rely on, a shoulder to cry on, a friend through the highs and lows. I'm not gonna make it alone, la 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 la. I'm not gonna make it alone, la 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 la. Then I saw your face, your forgiving eyes, looking back at me from the other side.
All right, so so if you haven't done it, please continue try and do this. At the same time, I'm going to continue my teaching. So it's okay if you guys got it right or got it wrongly, because this is really the beginning of the semester. You wouldn't be able to know exactly what we're talking about. However, at the end of the class, at the end of the semester, I'm hoping that actually you can try and group these words into 8 different categories. Okay, before that, am I talking to myself or can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, all right. All good, guys? So I will be continuing and introducing you to parts of speech first. Uh, then you guys can still, upload your evidence or your photos in our WhatsApp group if you can. Okay, while you guys do that, I'm going to continue talking and hopefully you guys will be able to multitask and listen to me. Okay, so generally when we talk about any words in English. Okay, so any kind of words that you can find in the books or any kind of words that you can talk, you can pronounce. Okay, there are different categories. And generally, when we speak, as we speak here, there are 8 different categories of words that you should know. And I think these are the words that you have been, learning your whole life when you first knew about English language. And I'm pretty sure a lot of your primary school teachers, your secondary school teachers have thought about this. Okay, but maybe you don't know it's called parts of speech. Now, it is called part of speech because it's also included when you talk, when you read, or when you write. It's part of the actual writing itself. So if we were to imagine, so these are separate words that we have in English, and we have 8 different categories. The first one, very good. I think Darren did a good job mentioning about those words that we have. We have noun, we have pronoun, we have verb, we have adverb, we have adjective, we have conjunction, we have preposition, and we have interjection. Now, actually, we do have other things as well, such as articles, the and, but it's not included here because I don't think that's very much important. It's important for linguistic people, but for university English, it's fine. Okay, so basically what you need to know is that you need to know one word or the word is being used for what category. Is it for noun? Is it for a verb? Is it for adjective or even preposition? Now, just a heads up, one single word could mean different or could have different job or different type. For example, I'm going to show you an example. For example, the word Google. Okay, so the word Google can be a noun and also a verb at the same time. Okay, I'm going to explain to you in a bit when I firstly introduced to you guys the function or the meanings of each category. Now you have to understand when we talk about part of speech, okay? When we talk about part of speech, we want to label the word based on the word's job. Okay, what's the function of the word in that sentence? Now, this is very important, as I mentioned, because one same word can have different functions. All right. So the 8 categories that we have are noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunction, and interjection. So I'm going to talk about more in detail, but generally, noun is referring to name of a person, a place, a thing, or an idea. Pronoun is anything that replaces the noun. Okay, so pronoun is fixed. A pronoun is fixed. There's no additional pronouns in the world. It's fixed. There are I, you, it, we, us, them, those, more, themselves, a lot more, not just these examples, but like noun, these words can emerge new things. Okay, for example, the word TikTok, it could be a noun. Now, if you say TikTok 10 years ago, people wouldn't be able to know if it's a noun or an adjective or a preposition or conjunction because it does not exist back then. But in today's world, if you say TikTok or even Instagram, we would know it's a noun because it's referring to a thing, which is an application on your phone. So that means that noun can be added throughout the years. Okay, so adjectives. So now adjectives is any kind of word that is trying to describe noun or pronoun. For example, Miss Farah is beautiful. Beautiful is an adjective because it's describing Miss Farah. Or she is beautiful. Now, beautiful is also an adjective because it's describing the pronoun she. Okay? Next, we have verbs. Now, verb is when you want to show an action. Okay? Go, eat, speak, a lot of things. Okay, I'm going to talk more about verb because verb is one complicated category. Next, we have adverb. Now, adverb gives more information about the verb, the adjective, or another adverb. Now, in school, very often English teachers will tell their students anything that ends with ly is an adverb. Am I right? Slowly, shortly, quickly, anything, any words that ends with ly is an adverb. That is correct, but it's not everything. Okay, there could be other ways of adverb as well. Words like very, always, to. But you have to look at the job in the sentence itself. I'm going to talk more about adverb in a bit as well. Next, we have preposition. Preposition is when you want to show relationship between two things. Okay, I left my keys on the table. My keys and table. Where? On the table, or under the table, behind the table. So on, under, behind, those are prepositions. We also have conjunction. Now, conjunction is when you want to join two different ideas. I was hot and I was tired. And here is a conjunction. Okay, and lastly, we have interjection. Interjections are words to show emotion. Ouch! Hey! Oh my God! So those are the words that shows an expression. Very often you would find an exclamation mark after the word, but sometimes it's not the case. Sometimes you only need a full stop or a comma in your introduction. But the role of an introduction is to show emotions. Okay, so this is the brief introduction to parts of speech. I want to move forward and talk about Google now. So I told you sometimes one similar word like Google can have two different functions in two different sentences. Now, for example, I do you know about COVID-19? I don't know, but I will look up in Google. Now observe this first sentence here. Do you know about COVID-19? I don't know, but I will look it up in Google. Now here, you know that the word Google, sorry, you know that the word Google in the first sentence here is referring to the website. Am I right? So now, when it's referring to a thing, it's a noun. So now here, Google is used as a noun. Okay, but I'm going to give you another example now. So this is another sentence here. Stop Googling me. Stop Googling her. Stop Googling your ex. Okay, so this word Googling is it's derived from the word Google, but here the word Googling here is showing an action. Therefore, it's a verb. Okay, so what I'm basically showing you guys, one similar word, okay, same word can have different functions in sentences. You need to read the sentence and think, is this a thing or is this a verb? Is it a noun, which is a thing, or is it showing an action, which is a verb? Okay? So you have to go and you have to go and look at the functions in each word. Okay, moving forward now. So I will be talking more about verb simply because personally, okay, I'm going to tell you guys, I am, English is not my first language. I'm not Mat Saleh. I'm obviously Malaysian. So I learned English as as a second language. And I think personally, verb is the toughest part of speech. Why? Because I think that in English, verbs is very rich because not only it shows action, but it is also showing time. That is why you have past tense, you have present tense, past participle tense. So we have different types of tenses, verb tenses, which is so confusing. Okay, we're going to cover more on verb tenses and which one should you choose later in this course. But I'm just going to introduce you guys to the general verbs. Okay, now to me, verb is very, very important because in order for you to make one complete sentence in English, you need a verb. You cannot have a complete sentence in English without a verb. You cannot say I, you. Does not make sense. You need the word love, which is the verb. I love you. So love here is a verb. So without verb, you cannot make one complete sentence. Okay? So verbs is the only words in English that have tenses. Now that is why in a lot of this class in this semester, I will be talking about verb tenses. Verb tenses are the ones that you learn in school before, you learn past tense, you learn past participle. So those are what we call verb tenses. We learn more about it later, but this is just an intro. Okay? So the first thing that you have to understand is that there are two things for verb. Number one is that it is showing an action. Okay? Secondly, it is also showing a state or a situation. Okay, let's give you an example. I'm going to give you two examples as a matter of fact. Now here, Dylan plays tennis 3 times a week. Now we know here that plays is an action or showing some physical activity. So it is a type of verb. Now we also have another one. For example, I am a teacher or I love you. Like the example that I gave you just now, I love you. Now love is not some so it's love is not an action, am I right? It's not something like physical action, but it is a state, right? It's a state, it's a situation like, don't like, okay? So when you have that, okay, or even verb be like am or is or are. So that is also what we call as verb as well. So you have to remember there are two things in verb. Number one is anything that shows an action, like a physical action. Number two, anything that shows a state or a situation. Okay, now, as I mentioned, verb is the toughest of all. Why? Because let's observe the example here. I will be going to the market. I will be going to the market. Can you tell me, have you been to the market? You haven't, right? But how do you know that you haven't been there? Because of the word will. Okay, so this one, as you can see, the one that is underlined, will be going. All three of these are all verbs. But if you look at here, this is only one. That is why verb is so complicated. It's complicated in a sense that sometimes it can be one single word. Sometimes it can be more. Will be loving you. Now here, will be loving are all verbs and it all have different functions. That is why verbs are all very complicated. Okay, so let's have a look into the difference between those complicated verbs. Okay, so when we look at the verbs, there are two different categories or two different things that you have to understand in verbs. The first one is what we call main verbs. Second is what we call auxiliary verbs. Now, auxiliary verb is something that we call also as helping verb. Okay, so what does main verb do? Main verb is any kind of verb that expresses an action. So it gives us more information about the nature of the action. But auxiliary verb or helping verb shows the time of the action. It tells us when did it happen. Example here, she is sleeping. Now, if you look at here, is sleeping, these two are verbs. Is sleeping, full stop. Is here is the auxiliary because it's telling us the time of an action. Is present tense. Okay, so right now she is sleeping. Now sleeping here is the main verb because it tells us the main thing that is happening right now. Now without these two, okay, you cannot say she's sleeping. It's wrong. It's incomplete. You have to say she is sleeping. You can't even say she is. It's also missing the main verb. Okay? So that is why verbs are complicated again, because sometimes it can be one single word. If it's more than one verb, there are main verb and also auxiliary verbs. Okay? Now, let me show you an example. She is sleeping versus she was sleeping. Now, I told you that was and is here are helping verbs because it tells us the time of an action. And you also would know probably by now that sleeping is the main verb because it shows us the actual action, which is sleeping. Now, is and was is action that is being done right now, whereas was is anything in the past. So if you say she is sleeping, I believe that right now she is sleeping. But if you say she was sleeping, I know in the past she was sleeping, right now she's not sleeping. Okay? That is why English grammar verb is so complicated. And we wouldn't be able to fully understand all in our class today. And we will be having a separate section next time. Okay? All right. So that is verb. I'm going to continue moving forward to the second category now. Are you guys okay with verb? I know there's a lot of things, and I will do a separate class just to talk about verbs only. Okay? All good, guys? Okay. Hello. Am I talking to the one? All right. Thank you so much. Okay. So I want to continue moving forward now. So next one we have now noun. Now noun is referring to a person, a place, an animal, a thing, a feeling, or even an idea. Okay. So now I have a sentence here. Sarah went to New Zealand on vacation with her family last year. I want you to underline or tell me where are the nouns. Try and do this in 1 minute, okay, and type your answers here. What are the nouns? So here I'm using plural, so I'm expecting more than one. Okay, so look at this sentence here and tell me where or what are the nouns. Let me open some music.
You understood me, and I'm never letting you go. We all need that someone who gets you like no one else, right when you need it the most. We all need a soul to rely on, a shoulder to cry on, a friend through the highs and lows. I'm not gonna make it a la 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 la. I'm not gonna make it a la 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 la. I'm not gonna make it a la 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 la. I'm not gonna make it a la 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 la.
Oh, you have statistic class. Oh no, all right, okay. I thought you don't have class. All right. So if you guys have class, you can leave now. If you don't have class, please stay, and then I also will be continuing my lesson because we started off late just now. Okay, we started off late just now, and I want to continue finishing my class for part of speech. If you miss out this half of the class, okay, if you miss out half of the class, please go back to the recording and listen to the recording, okay? All right, so if you have class, you can leave now. I will be staying here and keep on doing my recording. So please do go back to the recording and and watch the recording itself. Okay? All right, so I thought you don't have class. I'm so sorry. I was thinking of, having the class until 4:30 because we started class late. So. All right, so it's all right. So if you have class, you can leave. If not, please stay or go back and watch the recording. Okay? Bye, guys. Those who have to leave, okay. It's all right. No problem. No worries. It's the first day. Don't worry. Okay, bye-bye. Have fun in statistic class at 4. Okay. Right. So I hope that you guys are still here with me. Let me just double confirm. Okay. So I hope that you guys are still here with me. So if you guys had to leave early just now because you have other classes, please come back and watch this. Listen back here. Now, for this sentence here, Sarah went to New Zealand on vacation with her family last year. Let's have a look. Sorry. At the nouns that we have in this sentence here. Now, in the sentence, we have a couple nouns here. So the first noun that we have is obviously Sarah. And second, we have New Zealand. We also have the word vacation and family and year. Now, let me explain to you, Sarah and New Zealand are definitely noun because Sarah is referring to a person. New Zealand is referring to a place. Hence, these are noun. Not only that, it's also a proper noun because the first letter of the word is capitalized. That is when you know it's a proper noun. Okay? The next word we have vacation. Now, vacation is a thing or an idea, hence, it's also a noun. Family is a thing or an idea as well as a year. It's referring to a thing which is on time. Okay, so a lot of people do not notice and always think that when it's capitalized, it's noun, but there is more than that. Okay, so just now I touch into or I talk about proper noun and also common noun. Now let's have a look into it. Now a lot of my students, they always do this kind of problem, especially those who have very good English. Okay, they do not know differentiate between common noun and proper noun. They know the differences, but they don't capitalize the first letter of the word. Now here, common noun is something that is common. It's very general. But proper noun is when it's referring to that specific thing. All right. So for example, here we have Miss Farah. Miss Farah is a teacher, so the common word for it is a teacher, but when you're referring to one specific person, it's Miss Farah. MS is both are both capitalized. Same goes to Eun Jung Kit. Eun and JK are all capitalized because it's the first letter of the word, and the common category of it is referring to a student or a boy or a person, for example. And for categories, it's maybe you want to say like a country. So the proper noun could be Malaysia, New Zealand, Singapore, Brunei, blah, 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 blah. Okay? So the most important thing that you have to remember is that the proper noun has to be capitalized the first letter. Okay? The first letter of the word has to be capitalized. Okay? Right. So now moving forward now to the third category that we have, which is on pronoun. Now pronoun here, I want to show you an example here. So just now I talked how a pronoun is any word that replaces a noun. Am I right? Now have a look at this example here. Jungkook is at movies with Jungkook's girlfriend. Jungkook really enjoys spending time with Jungkook's girlfriend. Now, what we can see here, there's a lot of repetition of the word Jungkook. Jungkook girlfriend, Jungkook girlfriend. So we don't want to keep on listening to that repetition. So we use the word pronouns to replace that. So instead of saying Jungkook, 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 Jungkook's girlfriend, we say Jungkook is at the movie with his girlfriend. He really enjoys spending time with her. Got it? Okay, so as I mentioned, there are some fixed words of pronoun. Have a look at it. It's his, he, her, all those stuff. Okay, now moving forward to the word adjective. As I mentioned, adjective gives more information about the noun or the pronoun itself. So adjective gives information or describes the noun or the pronoun. And typically it comes before a noun or after a stative verb like am or is or are. Okay, so here, for example, the hardworking student completed her assignment early. Now, here I know that the word hardworking here is a noun because it comes before the noun student. There you have it. That is the tips. So first, if you have a noun and then you want to describe the noun, you put it before the noun. The beautiful teacher, the hardworking teacher, the hardworking student, the marvelous student, for example. Okay, so put your adjective in front of your noun. Secondly, adjective can come after a stative verb like am, is, and are. I am beautiful. I am is a stative verb. Beautiful is an adjective. Okay, so it can be difficult to balance time to study and to work responsibilities. Okay, so you can say, okay, after the stative verb be, okay, like for example here, it can be difficult. So we know now difficult here is an adjective. Okay, so that is adjective. Now, the next category that we have is adverb. Now, adverb gives more information about the verb, about the adjective, and also about the adverb. Now, I'm going to show you an example here. Yesterday we walked somewhat slowly in a very beautiful garden. Okay, so here, the word yesterday here is an adverb because it gives us more information or more detail about the verb walk. So if we were to say yesterday we walked somewhat slowly. So I know that I am giving more information and I'm giving you more details about the walk that we had yesterday. Okay? Somewhat slowly, okay, are also describing more information about the verb walk. And in a very beautiful garden, okay, so is very here is giving more information on the word beautiful. Now I'm not just saying in a very beautiful garden, I'm not just saying in a beautiful garden. No, 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 no. This is something even more. This is very, very beautiful garden. Now, I want to stress, or I want to give you more information about beautiful, so I put the word very there. So these words are adverbs. Now we also have conjunction. Now conjunction is a word that joins two ideas or two clauses. We're going to learn more about clauses in future, but I want to say, or I want to make it easier for you now. So I want to say that conjunction is a word that joins two ideas. And conjunctions you can simply memorize or simply know the difference. There are two types of conjunctions. We have coordinating conjunction. We also have subordinate conjunction. Coordinating conjunctions are like for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. Okay, but coordinating conjunction are like because, although, and when. And in future, we will be using these two types of conjunctions. Okay? So let me give you an example. It is raining, so they do not go to the park. So when I say that conjunction joins two ideas, so I'm saying it's raining. That is one idea. And another thing that we have, they do not go to the park. So I'm saying the first idea, I want to combine between these two ideas that is raining and they couldn't go to the park. So I use the word or I use the conjunction so to relate between these two ideas. It's not raining, so they do not go to the park. Okay? That is how you do conjunctions. We also have preposition. Now, preposition is when you want to link between two things. Okay? For example, Olivia sits next to Harry. Now, we have two things here. We have Olivia, we have Harry. So I want to know more or what about it. So I have to use preposition. Okay? Olivia sits next to Harry. Now, next to here is giving me details or giving me information about the situation or the places that is Olivia and also Harry. Okay, so you can observe preposition by looking at this apple here. Okay, so here you can say the caterpillar is above the apple. Now this is the apple that we have. This is top, this is bottom. So above is up. It's not on the apple, but it's above it. Okay? So when you say on the apple, it means that the caterpillar is actually at the skin of the apple. All right. If you say that the caterpillar is through the apple, it means that it's also inside of the apple. Okay. If you say that the caterpillar is going up to the apple or going down, I can imagine that the caterpillar is going up and the caterpillar is going down. Okay. You can say that the caterpillar is beside, next to the apple. Or you can say that the caterpillar is below the apple. It's not, it's very similar to above. It's not on the apple, but it's below the apple. Okay? Now, preposition can be tricky, but it's also very straightforward as long as you understand the meaning of the preposition. And the only way for you to understand the meaning of each preposition, like above, on, through, inside, up, within, beside, below, and down, is for you to know it in your first language. Okay, so my first language is obviously Malay, so I can say the caterpillar is above the apple or di atas apple itu. Okay, so the only way for you to learn, or the best way for you to learn preposition in any kind of new language that you want to know, is for you to understand it in your first language. As simple as that. Okay, so if you were to be able to have your own language and sort of like translate it from your first language to the new language that you want to learn, English, Korean language, or any kind of language, you will be able to know it. Okay? All right. Now, lastly, we have interjection. Now, as I mentioned, interjections are words to convey emotion or to convey meaning. Sorry, to convey feelings. Okay, so very often it will come with a exclamation mark here, like "ew," "hello," "hooray." Okay, but sometimes it does not. Sometimes it's just a comma, or sometimes it's just a full stop. Okay, but interjection is the easiest type of part of speech because you would know that it is designed to show some sort of feelings or emotion. All right, so that is interjection. Now we're not going to do this. We're going to do this in our class tomorrow. So that is it. I hope that you will be able to spare some time to go back and listen to this so that you know the differences or different types of part of speech. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me guys today. I see you in class tomorrow at